As always, I'm your host, Ryan Zicast, and today I'm joined by photographer Tyler Mignault.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
I pronounced that right?
Mignault.
I got it.
Let's go.
Okay, we're starting off on the right foot. And I also like to shout out episode 31 guest Chen for technical directing once again.
Woo.
So Tyler, I think you know what I do here. I interview people, I get to know them better, and I'm excited to learn more about you. So how about you kick things off by telling us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'll give like the general overview. I'm Tyler. I'm a first year film student here at Quinnipiac. I'm minoring in marketing and media studies. I'm from Bolton, Massachusetts. It's like an hour outside of Boston. I have two brothers, one older, one younger, so I'm a middle child.
Nice.
I'm the mediator. Yeah, I've loved my time here so far. I do a lot of stuff like photography is one of my biggest hobbies, and obviously filmmaking goes hand in hand with that. But outside of that, like I love sports as well. I've played soccer since I was like as young as I can remember, like 3, 4 maybe. So I played all through high school, and I just like the love being like active and everything. So I try to stay active here.
Yeah.
But I mean it's harder. I'm a little busier, but yeah. So outside of like school and stuff, I like to stay active. I like to play sports. I like to watch sports too: football, basketball, go Celtics. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and now you take photos and videos of sports.
Yes, sir.
So it's all come full circle, and that leads us well into our topic. So, like, what really drew you to photography and film?
Yeah, so I always think of me starting with photography, but really I started with, I don't want to say film, because when I say like film, you kind of think of more like crafted work. But
yeah,
I started a lot with video production in like 6th grade, as like as far back as I can remember. I did a newscast for my 6th grade history class about like ancient Greece and like the gods and everything, and it was supposed to be like 60 seconds, but I did like 11 minutes. But yeah, so that's the start for me. Right before COVID started, like late 2019, our family had like a camera, like a DSLR. It was like a Canon, and I picked it up one day. I don't really remember honestly, but from there it just sort of started. And throughout COVID, I was bored as heck.
Yeah.
So that kind of started like initiated the photography, and I kind of sidelined film and video production during COVID to an extent. I did a lot of like visual effects stuff and like cool, like I don't know, like After Effects things. But I really started to build up my photography through COVID. I was really bored, but I just kind of went everywhere. My family loves to travel too, which is really cool because we get to go to so many awesome places. And I bring my camera everywhere I go. So just to name a couple, we went to London. We went around England as well, but we went to London. We went to Paris, Amsterdam. There's a city in Belgium called Bruges. Awesome, really awesome. It's like a 15th century city. It's amazing. Like the stone structures and the stone buildings. Like you can feel the history when you're there. My mom loves beaches, so we go to the Caribbean a bunch. So I'm always there. We went to Hawaii. Like we go all over the place. We love to travel, and that also really helped photography wise, because I'm seeing all these places. I'm having all these new like ideas and compositions come to me, and so it's really cool what I can do and how I capture like the scenes we go to.
Interesting. Any specific favorites from those trips?
Oh God. This past summer we went to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park. They're both in Wyoming, pretty close to each other actually. Those were gorgeous. Yellowstone's just breathtaking. Like it's the first national park, and it's for a reason. It's gorgeous. And then we went down to Grand Teton, which was it was different. It was they were two very different places, but they were very close to each other. Wyoming speaking.
Yeah.
Teton was gorgeous. It had mountains and fields and like a barn, and one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken is out there right now. It's on the showcase, and it actually won the showcase for the photography section, which I love, because I have that photo above my bed, like at home framed, and that's in like my whole probably 5-6 year photography career. I think that's probably one of my favorite photos that I've ever taken. So I think that trip stands out to me. It's kind of recency biased, but aside from that, we went to Arizona for Thanksgiving of 2023. beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And we went all over the place as well. We flew into Phoenix, and we stayed in Phoenix. Then we went up to Flagstaff. Then we went up to the Grand Canyon, which was gorgeous. It's a painting in real life. Then we went down to Sedona, which is gorgeous as well. So like that trip, we covered a lot of ground and a lot of different like sites, and that was a really fun trip as well.
Yeah, I've been to Arizona as well. I went to all the places you just listed, funnily enough. And when I was at the Grand Canyon, it was snowing.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which was wild. Like, you couldn't
That's got to be weird.
It was very surreal because it's Arizona.
Yeah,
but like, it snows in Arizona. And I remember the Grand Canyon, it was so foggy, or we were there for 2 days, and the first day it was so foggy you couldn't see anything.
That sucks.
And then the next day, it was like you described, like as a painting. Exactly.
I was like, that wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like AI generated. It's crazy.
It was weird. I was like, because it's so vast that it doesn't look 3D. It just looks 2D. It just like you're looking at something, but it's just massive too. Yeah. So that was gorgeous. You do mention, because it was cold. It was cold when we went, and that kind of, because when you go up north, you're like the elevations gets it pretty freezing sometimes. So in the night especially, it was really cold up there. So that tracks a little bit, but we didn't have any snow.
Like, it takes you back, because when you think of Arizona, you think of like cars, when it's like all warm and stuff like that. And you can also confirm that Wyoming is real. Yeah. Yes, it is a real place.
I've been. We stayed in Idaho. We drove through Montana to get to Wyoming and Yellowstone, which was kind of cool. So all of those places exist.
And you have photo evidence of it too.
Exactly.
Award-winning photo evidence.
Dude, I took a sick Milky Way photo in where we stayed in Idaho, because like minimal light pollution, because you get like, I'm outside of Boston and stuff, like I said, so you get your lights everywhere, but that was like minimal light pollution. It was the best sky I've ever seen. It was gorgeous. Like the Milky Way was along it was just amazing.
Yeah. I bet it's one of those things that even with your skills as a photographer, it's probably hard to capture that on camera.
Exactly.
Quite what your eyes see.
Yeah, like especially for the Grand Canyon, if we're talking like that doesn't, like, it doesn't do it justice sometimes, it's kind of frustrating, I guess. Like if you come at it as I do like to capture like the difference between myself and like maybe my family member or my family members or anyone else sort of that doesn't come at it from a photographic eye. It's different experience, because I'm always like, I want to capture this, and that's how I enjoy it. And someone else is just, I just want to look out at this, and I want to look at it and take it in for myself. Like, I'm always going through a camera first and foremost. And I've done a better job recently of kind of putting the camera down at some point, just to look and just to see and just to like take it in myself. But if we're coming at from like a photographic standpoint, I'm always trying to capture it in like a really cool way, but sometimes like these things, you put the camera down, you're like, dude, I can't do this justice. So you just got to try your best.
Yeah, because that's something that's been echoed by other people, that to take like the mental pictures in these kinds of situations. For sure. And you took all these like beautiful wildlife or nature photos.
Yeah, like landscape.
Landscape photos. And now you're bringing it into things like sports and of course videography. So take us into kind of what you've done here at Quinnipiac and staying creative in that sense.
I credit a lot of my like first year, because we're almost done right now of this. Like we got 2 weeks left. I credit my first year's like success with how involved I've been. Like the clubs I've joined, the organizations I've been a part of, and just getting out of my room. I tell that to people a lot. Like, I'm always out of my room. So when I came here, I had obviously come with like an aspiration for film and wanting to like learn how to actually make a movie, make a film. But I always had that photography in my back pocket. So I really wanted to keep that in my life somehow. And I had done a couple games here and there at my high school, like lacrosse over the spring and everything recently before coming to school. So I had a grasp of like sports photography, and obviously just like the hobby of nature stuff as well. So I joined the Chronicle, our newspaper here at school, one of like the first week of school, and we had like a media summit where all the media organizations kind of come out, they pitch you, they try to grab people, and it's fun. And so I joined Chronicle because I was like, I have this photography thing that I love to do, right? And I want to stick with it in college somehow. So through that, I was able to do a lot of photography of like school events. So like I don't know, man. There's been so many. But like the Critical Conversation series we have here is like a speaker series where where the Office of Inclusive Excellence brings in speakers on various topics, and they engage the student community. So I do a lot of those, just event coverage, and then also sports. So we every week we kind of any sports that are available, we can sign up for whatever ones we want to shoot, and we go cover them, and we get like you go to the games for free, which is awesome, or not for free, but like because anyone can get in for free. But you get like sideline access. I get to be up against the glass at hockey games, on the court for basketball games, and it's really cool. It's a really immersive experience, especially for me who like love sports and watches sports anyway. So it's really cool, especially at a D1 school. It's an awesome experience outside of photography. But then I get to have the camera in my hand, and I get to have these awesome things that I can create. And so I've built a really solid portfolio these first 2 semesters already, and stuff that I can look back on and be proud of.
Yeah. Any specific moment or game or anything?
I don't know
that stands out.
There was one basketball game I did a month or 2 ago. It was broadcast on ESPN.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And so I told my parents, like, I went because I was like, guys, find me on the TV. And they did. It was cool. They took a lot. I was in like the bottom right corner, and they took a picture of me. I was like, look, I made it on TV. So that stood out to me. That's awesome. But just in general, like, I love, like I said, being close to everything and getting these cool creative angles. So, and I think basketball lends itself to that really well, because you're up close, but then also you're able to get these wide shots. I got trampled once, like when they come through the baseline. So like, I think basketball was a standout for me. But like I said, I played soccer for like my whole life, and so getting to do those ones and soccer games in the fall were spectacular as well.
Yeah, this reminds me of something I remember, because for my own job at Quinnipiac Productions, which is like the production house here at Quinnipiac, I get social media content. I remember I was at a hockey game, and I was sitting like directly across from where you were.
Oh, no way.
I remember seeing you through the glass. Yeah, because you were taking photos and I was making TikToks, so we were both on the clock. Yeah, that reminds me, because I had known who you were, because I actually appeared on your podcast, purely PST. I had Patrick Sorbero on here, another member of your podcast. Tell us a bit about that and how that got started.
Dude, the podcast has just been a passion project this spring semester, which has been great because, like I said, I was involved. Like I'm in WQIQ, the radio station here. I'm in Chronicle, the newspaper. I'm in QFS, the Quinnipiac Film Society here, and then I'm also in a photography club at Quinnipiac. So I'm loaded up already. But this spring semester, we kind of came in, and me, Patrick Sorbero, and Sam Curas, another friend of ours, we were like, you know what, guys, we need a podcast. So, and it was easy as that, honestly, because we have like the facilities here that can allow us to do that. So it was just honestly for fun. And we just go into it every episode, every week, with that same mentality, just sort of a place where we can kind of recap the week that had happened before and talk about some new stuff every week. And because our interests overlap a lot, and that's the approach we took. We were like, we know, like, we're friends, our interests overlap, we're gonna have stuff to talk about, so it might as well sit down in a recorded space and do that. Make content out of it. Because
your style is really cool, because it's like half, like you mentioned, like an entertainment recap, or at least in this episodes where you had a guest, which I had the great honor of being the first guest. Liam was the second guest ever on Purely PST. Yep. So it's the Zicast collab, and so it's like half an interview or half a entertainment recap and half like an interview. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, our first episode was that entertainment recap and just sort of stuff that happened in our life. But then we were like, well, I mean, to switch it up sometimes, we want to kind of, change it up a little bit. So what if we have a guest on? Because we had known of your podcast, and we were like, this is awesome. Like, we should probably get someone on here to talk about their like life and whatever they do around campus and everything that kind of makes them tick. So we do it interchangeably, and we've had a good number of guests on. I think we've done 13 episodes so far, and we've probably been alone for 2 or 3 of those. Yeah. So it's cool to get people on. It's good to talk to people, and then balance it with like the stuff that's happening, because if we're talking about current event stuff and like whatever pop culture, they can weigh in on it. Whoever we have as a guest can weigh in on it and give their 2 cents and pitch something else. So it's just a cool place to have a good conversation.
Yeah, it was sick because I remember we were talking about like the Luka Doncic trade, and Patrick called him fat. Yeah, because when I had Patrick on here, that was before you guys started doing the podcast, so it was cool to like actually be able to like pick someone's brain about kind of how that all started. But of course, we actually first met, to back up even further, at a movie.
Other Side of Goodbye.
Other Side of Goodbye.
Yeah.
To which I called Other Side of Goodbye.
Yep.
Sorry, it's been a long day. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, Other Side of Goodbye. Well, first of all, it's not done yet, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We have a rough cut. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Other Side of Goodbye, again, passion project between me and my friend Patrick. We're both film majors here, and we were engaged a lot in class and with QFS and everything else, and like he does Q30 a lot, the new station we have here. But that was purely just a thing for us to do, because we were like, we've never really made like a film, and we were just like, why not? We try it out. Like we have like equipment and things here, and we, I don't know, just practice makes perfect. And so as many reps as you can get. So we came into that with that attitude as like, this is something really cool to do. We can tell a cool story, and we can kind of get a group of people together to help out and to shoot it. And so, I mean, we had you we had you on as a supporting actor. Like I was a lead actor, which was crazy because I've never acted in anything before. But me and him, he wrote the script, and I did a lot of the shot list and everything, and just to work up like what it looks like. And we I don't know, we filmed it around campus, and it was great. It was a good time. So I ended up lead acting because I was just like, we should just get this movie made. Like, but it was a pretty cool experience too, to be in front of the camera for once.
Yeah.
With my co-star.
Exactly. Yeah, I joke my character was like Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting, or at least maybe that's my way to ego boost myself.
Yeah. No, I mean that's a good angle to come from, because it's like a guide.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
And it was cool to like see that, because you guys have ran a very, very professional set in terms of like how organized you all were.
Yeah, I mean, we were just trying our best. Like that, like I said, that was our first sort of time, and I mean, we had Emma was our camera. Emma was DP, so like. Yeah. I don't know. It was just a cool place to get everyone together. We had a couple other friends on it that helped as well. So. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good way to meet people and do more stuff together.
And it was great foreshadowing for what we'd eventually do, working on
we build our way up.
Tragic Times for Mr. Comedy, which you were our first AC for. So how about you kind of tell us that experience and kind of what that all meant to you?
That was a dream. Like, that was really cool. I had worked with Patrick on the fall production Close to You for QFS. And we were the editors for that. So we took all the footage in November and kind of churned it out all throughout winter, and we finally screened it at one of our meetings in March. And right after that, it was go time for the next production. And I don't take breaks well. I'm not good at taking breaks, and some people say I should take breaks, but that's all right. But for this one, it was really cool because I love cinematography. I love holding a camera. I mean, photography, film, it's a camera. So this one was really cool because I got the opportunity to kind of not apply, but just sort of sign up for the director of photography role. I ended up getting first AC, which is kind of like the level underneath it. Emma got DP. Phenomenal.
And for the record, Emma's also sitting in the room.
Here, if you can't
I don't know
see
if you
her.
could see her. Maybe in the reflection of a window. Maybe not.
Oh, well.
Wait.
There.
All right. So, anyway, that's Emma. She was our DP, and she was phenomenal. Me and her worked really closely together to formulate a shot sheet and just a whole shot list of everything that we would need to make your vision come true. And that was a really fun experience, because in the classes that I had in the fall, I did like a single cam production class, and that's the first time I really learned like what a shot list was. And I was like, oh, there's a lot that goes into this, but it's really cool to have that organizational like side of it before you even start shooting, like all that pre-production, because as much work as you put in, like that's what you get out of it. So we were really, I think we were really on top of it. We did a pretty good job with dissecting the script and like seeing what we need. And as soon as we got on set, I think we just kind of hopped into it.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, as much as you plan for, it doesn't always translate when you're on location, and that's fine. That's when you have to sort of bounce back on just like your skill that you have, and just rely on like, okay, I got this, I can do this. Like, I want to be here. Like, this is cool. This is fun. This is what I do. But like, let's kind of get to work. So it was a really cool experience because it was one of the first times where I like outside of the Other Side Goodbye shoot, and outside of like school projects and everything, where I got together with like a legit crew of people to like make a bigger realized production. And we were kind of at the helm of it, which is really awesome.
Definitely. And for as much as I had a vision of it, of course this is a project I wrote and directed, you guys had a very clear vision for the way it looked, and your organization and everything really helped carry everything through because you guys have such a clear vision, like I mentioned. And I really wrote the script to be very like artistically inclined, if that makes sense. And you guys really took that too with the lighting, and then the way that we shot certain sequences. It really came to light, or came to fruition.
I'm really happy how we kind of melded our like visual aspect with what you were doing when you were writing it, and then also when you were directing it on the shoot days. I'm really proud of what we did, obviously with the camera, because that's like our main like job. But I was really surprised and pleased with what we were able to accomplish with the lighting, like you mentioned. And the fact that every scene we shot, all 6 scenes, were in a different location essentially. And that was really cool because it was kind of like go because you have this whole setup for one scene, but then we move on the same day, and it's like a new challenge, and it's something we kind of have to figure out, and like we work through. It's a challenge and it's fun. And like lighting is a huge part of cinematography, and I love what that creates and what that adds to the image of a film. And I was really pleased with what we came up with for like lighting setups and how that contributed to the overall look of the film.
Yeah, and that's a fantastic point, because we were able to diversify the locations and lighting a lot, like kind of like what you just said, where we like you mentioned, we have so many different locations to where there's very like distinct places that you see on screen from as the story progresses. So there's a little bit of everything in terms of how it looks visually.
Yeah, and each one has its own feel, and lighting certainly like helps with that. And it was just fun. It was a really I had so much fun.
I know.
I had so much fun. Like, yeah, it was like 6-hour days, and like we shot Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we did 6 hours, 5 hours, 3-ish hours. And like, yeah, it's long, and like we're exhausted and stuff, and we're burnt out, but like at the end of the day, man,
it's so much fun.
For me at least. I mean, I can't speak to anyone. Like, I know people had fun, but like for me, at the very least, I was having a blast, because we were there to create. You're there to kind of like just make something out of nothing. Like we had a couple pieces of paper, and in a little bit we'll have like a finished film. That process is amazing, and like the fact that we can contribute to that is really cool. And like visually like bring it to life. Definitely,
and I always credit the very good energy on set for that as well. And
exactly.
Do you think that's something you want to continue pursuing, kind of like being like an AEC or cinematography?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely the dream. I mean, anything that I can do in that in the journey to get there, obviously I am totally up for. But that's certainly, I got a glimpse of like, okay, this can be my thing, because it was really cool. Just the whole process of taking a script and just dissecting it to make shot ideas, but then also just play with like composition day of and everything. It's just really cool. And like I do it, it's almost a hobby for me.
Yeah.
And so I went into the film major here just in general with the mentality of, this is a hobby. I do this for fun. So whenever I'm like swamped with work, it could be worse, because like this is like, if I'm doing it for fun, it's never going to be work. So that's really kind of like the key of it. Because I always remind myself that I get to do this stuff and I don't have to.
Okay.
I get to do it, and it's fun, and I enjoy it, and it's a really cool opportunity. Anything that I can do to like build the skill, because obviously I'm not as good as I will be in like 5, 10, 15 years, and I know I will progress, but it's just a matter of what projects I get to work on and what I get to do to really progress that. And I'm excited.
That's a good point.
But it's definitely something I would do.
Because if it's a hobby, you can always back off from it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
When you do get too swamped. So it can kind of create kind of like a work-life balance, so to speak.
Yeah.
Work-class balance in
work
terms of our situation.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's really for fun, and to take that funness of it and turn it into something where it's like a more serious project, it's really cool because like I don't know, I guess I'm just thankful for like the experience that I had, because it was just true fun for me. So yeah. So I'm really appreciative of you and her and like everyone else, because like that, like you said, the vibe on set really contributes to the whole like experience you have. So just the opportunity in general to get to like visualize this is really awesome.
Of course, it was amazing having you, Emma, and for your ability to like really bring this to life, because I always wanted this to be something very visually striking, and we were able to accomplish just that. So we talk about all these things, from Tragic Times, Other Side of Goodbye, all of your sports videography. What do you look for in crafting the perfect shot?
So right now, I'm really obsessed with like depth in an image. In a frame, there's only a certain amount of space, and I feel like there's a way where you can block a shot, you can manipulate the frame and the focus to really fill everything and have everything kind of on screen have a meaning. Dude, like one of the first terms I learned here was mise en scène.
Yes,
so
oh my God.
I've just been quoting it the whole time because I'm just like, everything has a meaning. But no, yeah, so when I'm composing a shot, it really comes out of a photographic standpoint. Because like I said, I started with video, but I really crafted like a look for myself and like what I look for by photography. Through photography. Because there you get to move and like the angle, but you get to do all these little adjustments before you capture the shot. And a lot of that is similar, and it translates into film, because you get to set up the shot, you get to like look at where the actors are going to be, you get to pace everything out. It's a more involved process, I think, than photography, but the journey I've had through photography and like getting my like a visual like, ooh, okay, that's the kind of thing I like to see, like that's what I'll put in my images. It's just they're moving now, and it's more involved in a sense, but at the root of it, it's the way I would frame a shot for a film is the same way I would frame a shot for photography. And I love playing with depth. I love playing with like shallow focus and how we can pull from different things and have like the audience see what we want to see on camera and direct our attention to where we want to. There's a lot of control there, and there's a lot of control in what you do for when you're composing a shot. Yeah,
because movies are moving images. So they are just images at the end of the day, and then to be able to play with them in that way and be able to frame some of the beautiful shots like we saw in Tragic Times is what it's all about. So we get into your work a lot, but let's get more into you as a person. So how about you tell us some things people might not know about you, like fun facts?
Okay. Fun fact. Okay, well, all right. So this one I tell a lot of people, and most people already kind of know it about me, but and I'll use it because it's like a big thing. I have a bunch of allergies. I have a bunch of food allergies, and I've had them since birth. And so it's just... it's different. It definitely changes your life a little bit. It's like it's like dairy, wheat, nuts, everything. It's like the top so 7.
I'll keep my peanut butter sandwich in my bag.
Thank you. But no, yeah. So like it's tough sometimes, but like I think it's just kind of, I don't know. It taught me to just sort of be aware and be thankful of what I can have, because nowadays there's a lot of substitutes and like alternative like options, and so it's great. Like I don't tend to find myself complaining about it, because it's just something that I've lived with. So that's kind of I wouldn't say fun, but it's a fact about me. I'll do a more fun one. I can solve Rubik's Cube.
Really?
Yeah. So
how fast?
The best time has been like 45 seconds.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I learned in like 6th grade.
Yeah,
so
you're just like the kid in the back of the school bus, just cranking them out.
going at it. Yeah, one of my friends, he knew how to do it, so he taught me in like 6th grade. So yeah, I don't know. I keep one in my dorm. I've had it. I just have it on my desk. I'm just like, sometimes I scramble it and just solve it for fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than like scrolling through brain rot.
Yeah,
You
I
can
mean, I
use
do that
as,
too,
like-
but like, but yeah, I'm very, I can be fidgety sometimes, so it's kind of cool to just like,
like calms you down a little bit.
yeah, a little
so
bit.
to
It's soothing, yeah.
Interesting. So we know you love cinematography. What's one thing you love and one thing you strongly dislike, just in general?
I'll start with dislike. I hate the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems interesting considering all your travels.
Yeah, I know. I'm a beach person, kind of. Like it's relaxing. I can see it. Like my mom is a very beach person, but I just don't like going in. I don't know. It's just something about it. Like, have you ever seen those, like, I don't know what the phobia is called, but it's like the deep water and it's like darkness and then like a monster comes out.
I think it's is this on? I think it's submechanophobia. I could be wrong.
Oh my God.
Is that it?
I don't know.
I don't know where I pulled that up, but
I forget what it's called exactly, but that's probably it. That's probably
Ryan, put in a factor cap
Factor
graphic in right now, depending on.
Yeah, that was like your Jamie moment.
That was my Jamie moment. Jamie, look that up. Jamie, make some shit up right now.
I believe it's called subnophobia, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Whatever it is, that's what it is, and it's, I don't know, it creeps me out, man. I'm just like, I'd rather stay away. Pools I'm fine with, just because like I know there's a bottom.
Yeah.
but the ocean's scary.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The unknown. We've seen Jaws.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't mess with that. I like land is good. I'll stay on land.
Yeah.
Something I really like. There's a lot of things I like. I was struggling with this because I saw you like wanted to ask me, and I was like, okay. I think I like. I mean, if we're gonna get like I don't know what the word is, but I just like community. Really, it's really broad, but like
It is a good TV show.
yes, exactly what I was saying. No, just kind of I like when people are nice to each other. I like when people respect each other, and I think, I mean, it should be like done without saying, but sometimes it's not. And when you just like the unconditional respect, and like you don't need to, like, you're gonna get nowhere by being. Can I swear on here?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Oh, you did? Okay. You get nowhere with being like an asshole to someone.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what's the point? So I just love it when like those like random act of kindness. It's great.
Yeah,
it's just easier to be a good person to someone instead of being like a dick. So
Yeah. That's one of the things I'm most
pretty
appreciative.
broad, but yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm most appreciative of in my time at Quinnipiac. It's just how great the community is around things like film and communications,
For
and
sure.
all the great people I've been able to meet and bring on here.
Yeah.
So now you say you like staying on land, so we'll keep this episode grounded, and I'll ask you, what are some of your hopes and dreams professionally or in general?
Yeah. So obviously we talked about cinematography. That's definitely like a dream. I wanna make movies. I wanna make them look good in the process. I wanna learn all there is to do that and to do that successfully. But yeah, so I wanna learn that, and that's like one of my biggest goals. Professionally, I wanna make stuff that is meaningful, but also I can do and I can make and I can say that was a good production, that was fun to do. Like, we had a good time and we made something that we're proud of. I don't think I need to make everything like that has super huge meaning to it, but if I can make something that we all appreciate as a crew, like whoever's working on it, and I can say that I had a vision and we made it come true, I think that's good enough for me. Like, yes, there are times where we gotta make something really cool, make something meaningful, and it's really important to do that. But if I were to say, what I'm hoping I stay with this, just film in general. And if I do, I want to make stuff that I can look back on and be proud of.
Well, you're already doing that, so
I would hope.
So it's a good start.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And talking about movies to be proud of, what are some of your favorite movies?
Favorite movies? Oh, dude, I'm a huge like Marvel and Star Wars nerd. So the whole MCU is amazing. I love Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Like, that's my favorite Marvel movie, and it's been like my favorite movie since I've seen it in like a couple years ago. I don't know what there is. It's something about that movie. Like it's grounded.
Yeah.
It's grounded. And in a universe, in like a cinematic universe where you should see everything to understand the little tiny details that you get from each project, it does a really good job of not needing that. And it tells a really concise like story that is true to it, to like the character, I feel. And it's just like the action sequences and like the elevator scene where he just beats up everyone. Like how can you not like that? And it's a really cool story. Lots of action. I mentioned Star Wars as well, so I love Revenge of the Sith. It re-released today in theaters, and I think we're gonna see it over the weekend. So that's a really big one because I remember watching that like growing up. Yeah. Which is funny enough, it came out the year I was born, which is weird. I feel like it should be older than that. But yeah, so it's re-releasing. We're gonna watch it again, and that was a really fun movie as well.
Any others?
I think I put one more on there because I saw it in a film class first semester. It blew my mind. I was like, this is amazing. Nope by Jordan Peele. Amazing movie. And I hadn't seen Us or Get Out, his two previous movies or two of his other projects. And I'd always heard like, oh, they're like, it's like super scary and whatever. It's like a horror. And I was like, I don't like horror, to be honest. I don't like the jump scares, and I'm good. But it wasn't really a horror. It was like a thriller almost. Yeah. And it was such a cool like concept. I love the Western style. Like I just like in general, I love that style. Like I like country music, not like deep country, not like twangy, but like I like my country pop. Yeah. And I just love that. Like I went to Arizona. I love that like aesthetic. I don't know. There's something about the Wild West that's like, kind of appealing sometimes. And that whole movie aesthetic was amazing. It was shot beautifully. Yeah. And I don't know, it was just a really cool concept, and I didn't really know what I was getting into like watching it. I'd always heard it was amazing, but I didn't know what to expect, and I think it was good that I went into that not like knowing exactly what it was, and no trailers, no nothing. So like I saw it for class and I was like, this is amazing. Yeah.
And you mentioned Oppenheimer as well on here.
Yep. Again, also beautifully shot. Oh dude, the music too, I gotta talk about that. Ludwig Göransson, because I'm obsessed with his work, because he did Black Panther, he did Mandalorian, he did Oppenheimer, and he recently just did Sinners. Yes. Bangers. All of them bangers. He's a genius. I love him. And I love like I didn't mention this, but I love music in general. I listen to a lot of music. And I just love the way it sounds too. I was in choir in high school.
That's a fun fact.
I'm just dropping everything.
The Tyler lore.
Another thing. So I was in choir in my senior year of high school, or last year, senior year of high school, and I was also in the a cappella club as well, and I beatbox.
Really?
There's another fun fact. Huh. So yeah, I love music, and Oppenheimer's in there because of the music, and then also because just the way it was shot, and such a cool movie as well. Yeah. I love history. It kind of history like intrigues me because like I'm a very like cause and effect type of like mind like wired person, and it just makes sense. Like, oh, this happened, and then this happened, and this happened, and this happened, like history wise, and this happened because that happened. So to capture that like event, like the Trinity test, and like the like the making of the bomb was such a cool film, and like I said, it was shot beautifully. And I can't wait for the Odyssey that's coming out, because same DP, same director. So
yeah. Can you beatbox for us? Liam, play guitar for us.
I don't have a guitar on me right now.
Drop some bars.
Yo. Just hitting a bunch of yo. This is great though, because I got the headphones on, so this is like right in my ears. So this is like studio quality.
This is like studio quality.
That was
woo! And I think
clap from the audience.
And that was perfect. That was a banger to finish out the Zicast, Tyler. So thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
And I like that. Do you have any like motivational words or plugs or anything you'd like to provide the audience with before we go?
You know, I'm gonna circle back to the whole like kindness thing I said. It's not hard to be kind. Be kind. That's it.
Yeah. That's a great message for a great episode, Tyler. And it's been fun getting to work with you and seeing your passion for all the things that you do. the incredible work you're able to do in so many different forms of photography and videography, and just the enthusiasm you have for everything. And thank you and Emma for helping make helping bring my vision to life.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was a pleasure. So thank you for that opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity. It was great to speak with you. So
awesome.
I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tyler. And as always, this is Ryan Zicast with the Zicast, where everyone has a story. Signing off. Thank you so much for watching.